Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, my final reaction video of the day. So sad, I know. Yeah, well, I did that once. That's good enough. But this is The Jokerr, Dead Horse, a final word to Hobson Tech 9 Funk Volume Strange Music. Long title. Almost sounds like a diss track. I don't know. But in fact, I mean, I've never heard of the Jokerr, but that doesn't mean anything because there's new artists all the time, which is awesome, doing new things all the time, which is incredible. So, hey, the fact that I haven't heard of him means nothing. And the fact that I haven't heard of him today doesn't mean that yesterday I didn't, feature 5 songs by the Jokerr. My memory sucks. I have a past history of alcoholism, and I have fibromyalgia, and that just destroys your memory. So my apologies for that. Excuse me. Holy smokes, and I'm burping. Good God, Miss Mom. I had a lot of air in me last time I drank my pills. Because I just took my pills back up. This has nothing to do with anything, does it? Now, I yammer through the videos. I yammer through videos when I'm doing my reaction videos. And there's 2 reasons for that. Number 1, it's a reaction video. You know, the original link to the original video is down there. If you just want to watch that with nothing to say, please do. That's where it is. This is a reaction video. I react. And number 2, I yammer through it because of my fibro and past history of alcoholism. If I don't say what I think when I think it, it's gone. I forget it instantly. So rather than have nothing to say while I'm watching it, and then nothing to say when I'm done, I'm not going to upload that. So rather than never upload any more videos and thus lose my channel, I talk to the videos. So, let us watch. I about went like this with 2 hands, and I don't know what I was doing. Let us watch. Let us listen to. Let us enjoy. And let us react to. I got it right. I got it right. I said it all the way through properly. All right. I knew I could do it. Although you are well within your rights to simply sit back in the relative safety of your own home and let me take care of this. I am a trained, licensed professional. So, the Jokerr, Dead Horse. Right. Now. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Uh-oh.
Yo, I first met Hop back in 2009. I reached out when my homie low-key found him online. He blew my mind with his rhymes. He sounded sublime. He showed me I wasn't the only one down for the grind. We kept in touch and grew closer as the time went on, till we became best friends and the bond was strong. Sitting up in the straight talking like from 9 to dawn. Our mutual struggle to be heard, to find our bond. He was the only one who understood what it was like to struggle and strife, to make a name, juggling life, trying to become something.
I like the video technique.
Guys like eagles with our wings pinned, trying to spread them and fly. We kept our friendship secret as a joke in the plot, that we'd reveal it in this new video that I shot. But when the video dropped and I saw you cut all my parts, it felt like I had a damn dagger stuck in my heart. But it's a dead horse.
Can we all just move on? It's really been too long. I'm thinking that it's time that we all just leave it alone. I'm telling you, hey, and it's already been said. It's gone and it's been dead. Feeling like it's time that we all just leave it alone.
Wow.
Music fans, listen, I have to oblige. Tech 9 is straight, one of the dopest rappers alive. I won't lie, some of them crazy delivery patterns are fly. And on a personal level, he ain't that bad of a guy. I was a big fan of him right out of the gate. I first heard Tech spit in 2008. Flipping through MySpace, I came across Night and Day from Ever Ready. Played it and was like, wow, that was great. He had the rhymes, had the speed, had the harmony down. And Rob Rebeck on the mix with the barbarous sound. The stage show was straight nuts, no matter the spot. So as a rapper, you can imagine how happy I got when I got invited to meet him in Santa Barbara that day. And it drove like 800 miles at $80 a tank. And spent my whole check to show Tech a couple of songs, but got kicked off of the bus cause the game was on. But it's a dead horse now.
Can we all just move on?
But it's a dead horse now.
I mean, it's really been too long.
But it's a dead horse now.
Wow, I wonder what the whole story was.
But it's a dead horse now.
And it's already been said.
But it's a dead
I mean, that's sad with the whole thing with him and Hobson, but
So that's the gist of what happened with Funk, Volume, and Strange. But looking back, my perspective wasn't all that pertained. I've done a lot of growing up in the past 2 years. So as a man, here's a couple things I ask you here. All I ever really wanted was the love of a friend who could relate to my struggle, and thus was akin, along with the validation from professional peers to whom I looked up to justify the stress and my tears. So when I felt hot betrayed me and cut me deep, and getting kicked off the bus hurt enough to weep. So when my situation got bleak, I hatched me a ploy to throw a fit and lash out like a sad little boy. It wasn't Tech's fault, his manager treated me bad, but I dissed him for the buzz that I seen that he had. And in the process I flipped off a legend of rap and made a horrible impression I could never get back. Now with my homie Hop, it was even deeper than that. The bond we shared, I should've worked to keep it intact, but instead I let my anger overcome me and snapped and ripped the gash in between us too rugged to patch. But it wasn't just that, I trashed every one of his acts and hit Swizz with elaborate redundant attacks, and used my whole platform as a big bullhorn that turned a once pure friendship ugly and black. And even though I might have felt validated inside, I wasn't gracious, I reacted out of anger and pride, and at the same time stigmatized my name and defamed the notoriety I tried to gain, and tried to blame other people for a course of events I could have stopped from even happening before it commenced. And ever since I've lost fans, lost respect, lost any chance to ever do a song with Tech, lost a best friend, pissed off loads of his fans, lost potential opportunities to grow in advance. And I was speaking on God while digging the grave, in a vast misappropriation of the gifts that he gave. I was blind with the justice and redemption I craved, but I never stopped to think about the picture displayed. I made myself look small as an infant and paved.
That's the thing.
Destruction with the bricks that I laid. So listen to
this is a very mature video.
Calico and Dizzy the same. I'm ashamed of all the dirt that I kicked on your names. I was hurt and lashed out and you were fit for the blame. So I apologize, simple and plain. There's no excuse for it, I was sinful in vain. I acted out my bitter anger as a vent for the pain.
And that's the thing, we're all human.
Proclaiming to the fans, listen, all that I ask is if you're in the same position, don't follow my path. Any punk is gonna swing you when the gauntlet is cast, but it takes a real man to sit back and swallow the wrath. And even if you don't deserve it, just take it.
Hell yeah.
People hurt you as a symptom of the pain that they feel, and from somebody hurting them the way they do. And the cycle will continue till the hatred is through. So if you got somebody out there and you know who they are, you really cared about who left you heartbroken and scarred, it might be time to swallow
Holy
pride
smokes.
and call and put it into that sick cycle once and for all. And even if it feels like it's
this is such a smart guy.
You called the bear, but unless you try, you'll never know.
Yes.
Be mad. One day you
holy smokes.
Like, yeah, it used to be bad, but it's a dead horse now.
Hell yeah. You gotta be smart, mature, and holy smokes. You know, some things can't be forgiven, some things can't be forgotten, but you know what? Adults can work around and past even something like that.
We should always take that first step to make it right. Holding on to anger and hatred is cancerous.
Yep.
Understanding and forgiveness is the only cure.
Smart guy. Holy smokes. I am so sorry that he had these troubles. I'm so sorry that he struck out. That is quite sad. I hope things are a whole lot better for him. Holy smokes. That actually kind of sums up a lot of the way I do my life, and accidentally as well, because I don't think anything through consciously, but it's that sort of thing. Why? Like with Thrill Nightcore, and I figure we're like this because Thrill Nightcore realized what a mistake that Thrill Nightcore had made, came up and apologized, and I can't hold a grudge, especially if someone comes up and says, I am sorry. You know, maybe it's fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, but I'm willing to give anybody a second chance, especially if they actually appear to be sorry. And it's just like he's saying, you gotta be mature enough first to realize when you're in the wrong, and then to realize that what you're doing isn't helping, and then to go forth and then try to fix it as best you can. Yeah, sometimes, you can't ignore wounds. Sometimes you've hurt somebody too much, and you can't forgive them for that. But you can just go past it like adults. Remember it's there, but that's okay. And you go forward. That's what you have to do. Otherwise, it's like he says, the cycle continues. I've broken one of my cycles. I took terrible sexual abuse when I was a child. Not only from adults around me, but from the kids that also been suffering sexual abuse. And I realize, especially now, and I think I realized it back then, not very well, but realized that what was happening was they were hurting too. And they were acting out the only way that they knew how. And yeah, that doesn't help, but at least I can understand what was happening. And you've got to understand it and then break your cycles. Don't just keep making things worse. He made it better. I made my situation better. With the sexual and physical abuse I suffered as a child, I made sure to never in my life hurt anybody on purpose. I cannot help hurting people accidentally. We're human, we do that. But I never deliberately hurt anybody. I've broken my cycle. I don't know how long the chain had been going on back there, but I broke it. It can be done. Smart man. Holy smokes. Hey, any comments or suggestions? If you could drop them in the boxes down below, that would be great. I try my best to read every comment. I try to answer as many as I can. I try to thumbs up those that I can answer. Hey, those suggestions in your head, if you don't write it down, pretty much a 0% chance that I'll overreact to it. But even if you do write it down, the odds are not good. I get close to 500 reaction suggestions every single day. And I can only do 3 to 6. That's a lot of potential disappointment. That's why I use a random number generator to choose my videos, so don't tear myself up with yield or work myself into too early of a grave. So far, not really working, but I'm trying. Also, I got links down below there. If you could check those out, to like GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. That would be awesome if you check those out, possibly donate. And if you have donated, thank you so much. And if you don't donate or you can't donate, then please don't worry about that. Just enjoy the videos, because that, my friend, is what they are for. So, thumbs up. The Joker. Smart guy. I'm sorry that he had the situation that he did, and I hope that what he has done in this video and in his life mended as many fences as he possibly could. I certainly hope the best for him. It's rough to realize you're in the wrong and then to go up to people and say, I'm sorry. It's very painful, but you got to do what you got to do. So you take care. Have a very great day. I've got hopefully some more gaming videos coming up, so hopefully I've had some. You take care. I'll see you on the flip side, and you have the best possible day that you can have. Thumbs up.